I think that the goal with life, or the goal with meditation and life, is to get to a place where the life is the meditation. And one of you said that in the comments recently when I was talking about how also I'm like trying to walk down this to get with the horses, but I don't know why I've been wearing Birkenstocks all day because earlier we're selling a horse. We're selling a few horses here because the owner is boarding them here. And I was the one to show the horse because it just happened that way. And I was still in my sandals, and so my socks are all muddy because we had a gnarly storm last night. Like crazy, crazy storm. So much lightning to the point where I like jumped out of bed because it might have hit the house. Like it was so loud. It's really cool. I love it. I'm such an Aries. I'm like, yes, more. Um, so let's make it down this. Um, when life is meditation, we have succeeded. But, I think that it is important to also have that time where we sit down, we get clear, and we recalibrate. So that's what I'm going through right now. It's like I'm in a period of just experiencing all that there is to experience in this wild chapter of life where I'm living on this horse farm in Italy and waiting for my van to be towed from Austria because it's broken down in Austria after I spent 3 days broken down on the side of the road. um, and so it's an adventure, and I'm loving the intensity of it because when you think of meditation, like everything is like, I've used this example before. So, those boxes that go in boxes? They're like, I think they're Asian, from like Asian culture, but like there's like smaller boxes that go in smaller boxes that go in smaller boxes. That's like life, I feel like. When you look at the planet and how much water is on the planet, it's like 70% or whatever. And you look at our bodies, it's the same thing, about the same thing. And we're just like, I feel like it just keeps going on for infinity and going on for infinity. It's all outside of us and all within us. Everything is interconnected and everything is one. And so when I look at the chaos of this life, but also like the love, the joy, the excitement, the anticipation, the sadness, the happiness, the heartbreak, the not heartbreak, like the love that's developing in my life, it's like that is what's going on in the mind all the time. So when we sit down and we meditate, we're trying to find ourselves in that. We're trying to find our truth in that through mindful meditation. Other types of meditation, we're trying to remember the truth of who we are, which is this awareness, which is this being, which is this nothingness and everythingness. And we're trying to invite that through the chatter in our mind. But when you can do that, my hair is just all over the place right now. When we can do that in our day to day, that's what the point is, I feel. The point of meditating is so that we can start to experience that we can have that kind of benefit. And when you can start to see how, the unconscious is affecting you, maybe that's when, if you start to notice unconscious beliefs and thoughts and whatnot becoming part of your perceived reality and perceived own thoughts, that's when we want to sit down and maybe find ourselves, sift through that. And but right now in this period of life and also on earth, I feel like we're starting to get to a place where, we can be in awareness of the truth of who we are in a day to day. And the more we move towards that, the more the earth is going to heal. Because when you're in that, you want to do good. You want to be a part of what brings joy and love to earth. You realize that earth is you, that you are part of this earth, that you are part of this one infinite consciousness, and you want to, not so much be focused on your own benefit and like how to just take care of yourself, but rather to serve the earth. And so when we think about the law of one, the law of one is something that I recommend checking out if you feel called to check it out. But it's a channeled message from a group or an entity called Ra, and it talks about this one infinite creator that we all are from and all are part of. Hello. I think this is Halo. Uh, and it talks about how, in order to continue moving through this evolution of densities and dimensions, and to continue in your progression of your soul's experience and lessons, then there has to be a certain level of service to others. I don't know you that well, so I don't want your butt to me because, I don't know if you kick. I don't think you do. Never heard of it, but just in case, go over to baby. And so you don't want to just be in a place where you're like just service to others because you know that it's going to help with your evolution and you're going to be higher than others and blah blah blah. No, that's just the ego. That's not in the right place and right intention. But when you find that truth of who you are and you spend time in your heart and you spend time in that awareness, it will feel natural to want to serve in the way that your soul is meant to serve. Maybe your soul is meant to serve by making crochet and bringing art into the world. Maybe your soul is meant to serve by making wonderful food for, for your community. Maybe you make it for your family. Maybe you're meant to help out animals. You're a little dirty, huh? Why are you so dirty? Were you okay in the storm last night? And whatever that is for you is exactly what you're meant to be doing. And what that will feel like to you will feel like heart opening, joy, curiosity, excitement, anticipation for good things. Like that's how we know we're soul aligned, is when we're feeling like that. Do you want me to hold you? Okay. You can lay back. Yeah? Okay. I love this baby horse so much. So much. And that's how I know I'm meant to be here right now. My van, it was meant to be picked up 5 days ago. It's meant to be picked up right now, but apparently they're stuck in traffic. But everything is meant to happen the way that it's meant to. We were just talking about how like, people who own this farm probably, I hope you can hear me with the wind, they probably would have never bought it had they known like the bureaucracy and all the different things that are involved, all the different legal things that are involved in buying a property in Italy, but also buying this property. And had they known all of that and had everything in front of them of what was going to happen, and, what was ahead of them, they wouldn't have done it. And so we all wouldn't have been here. I wouldn't have been here. I wouldn't have been finding my purpose and my joy in this way. It's with others. And so it has to happen in these ways. And that's part of the meditation, and being mindful throughout your day is just pure acceptance as well. And being okay with how things are right now and knowing that it's divinely guided, and knowing that with your free will and your intention, if you set it saying, I choose to be in alignment with what my soul wants, knowing that shit might hit the fan in order to get you in alignment and serve you for your highest good and just to enjoy the ride. Just to look at it like a movie and to, like, to let go of everything else. Your soul came here to experience the contrast. And so when I look at my van continuing to take more and more time to get here, I'm like, okay, that's fine. It was stressful in the moment, very, very stressful, but I wouldn't give it up. I would not change a single thing right now to be here with this baby. And in that moment, I wanted my van to work. I wanted to go to Norway. I wanted to find my keys before the tow truck came, but I didn't. So I was stuck another day. And that's how I ended up back here on the farm, because my friends here came to save me when I ended up being more and more stuck. And so allowing yourself to just witness your life without attachment and to just be in the day to day alchemizes everything. And I feel like it moves you so much quicker into that place where a lot of you are, I think, hoping to be, which is soul aligned, which is happy. But it's not just happy. Like, I almost take that back, because this has not all been happy, but it has felt alive. It has felt very, very alive and charged and exciting and so many things. If it was just happy, I feel like it would be quite boring. That's not what my soul wants. My soul wants to feel alive. And so I hope that this message finds you in the way that it's meant to find you and lands in the way that it's meant to land. And I'm just gonna enjoy sitting here with this baby for a little bit and to let go of the fear of sitting in grass. You know, my fear of mold and Lyme is very much being challenged here on this farm. And it's good because it's allowing me to remember that I'm not in control, but I'm in control of where I surrender and where I accept. And so if I accept that I'm on the right path, I know that if my angels and guides and my divine team and the universe chose for me to get another tick bite or chose for me to get sick from mold, that it would serve me in the highest good. And I let it go. That is acceptance, that is letting go, that is just being with it. And I haven't been sick from the mold that's in the house. I haven't had other issues with anything like that. And it's there, it's here, it's all over, it's happening for other people, getting bites and whatnot. And so I just accept and let go. Even in a period of surrender and just being with each moment. You know, we were just laying on a blanket outside playing ukulele, guitar, and singing. And, you know, it's the middle of a Monday. And back home in California, I would never do that. I would never just feel that kind of joy in the middle of the day. I felt like I had to always be doing something, always be productive, always be creating more. Even though I wasn't really in creative flow, I wasn't really full of life force energy. So to be allowed in my own being, allowing myself really to be doing that has been so healing. And what we're talking about right now in the program, in my 21-day program for getting to know your divine guidance, is how powerful being in that joy and being in that truth of who you are is for allowing through your divine guidance, your angels and guides to communicate with you, your heart, your higher self, how we're all one, how we can create a life that is soul aligned and fulfilling. I guess that's what I wanted to say more is fulfilling rather than just happy. Like we want a life that is fulfilling, that is exciting, that feels like living. Your purpose is just to live and just to be and to feel like you are living the life that you want to be living, even if it's not perfect and all the time happy. And so, if you want to sign up for that program, I have the 21-day program for getting to know your divine guidance, and I have the 21-day program for rewiring your mind. And so those are linked below. The 21 days for your divine guidance is currently live. And so we are on day 2 right now, but you can sign up any day, anytime that you want. And I'm active in the comments for these 21 days with any questions or support that you need. And then also the Rewire Your Mind is available. That one is complete, but you'll get an email with all of the program to go at your own pace when you sign up for that. So those are linked below. If you want to donate to the farm, I will link that too. We use that money to repair fences and feed the animals and buy medication and find the puppies home and any other animal that's up for adoption. The animals here that are for sale that are being boarded, like those are paid for by their owners. So that's not where the money goes. But I will leave that below as well. If you want to support this channel, you can leave a thumbs up. It really does help. Subscribe if you're new here. We just reached 5,000 subscribers. I am so happy to have you guys here. I'm so happy to be doing this, to be in this timeline. Really, like that is happy. That is joy. And I love taking the time every day to sit down with you and making these videos. Like this works for me. Like the no editing, unfiltered, just saying the lessons that I'm going through myself and learning myself and the experiences that I'm having in this, I don't know what to call this, nomadic lifestyle, I guess. I guess this would make me a nomad. Uh, kind of homeless, but not really because I have a home here and I have a family, a non-blood family, it feels. And one day my van may make it back here, and maybe I'll repair it, maybe I'll sell it, maybe I won't, maybe I'll build a new van, maybe I'll buy a sailboat, maybe I have no idea. I just really the last thing I have to leave you with because it's my mantra. Not intentionally, it just has been happening and coming through because it's how I've been moving through this, and it applies to the original message of this. It's just moment by moment. You do not have to try to know what's going to happen. That creates attachment and resistance to the outcome. So if you can just take things moment by moment in love, in friendship, in living, in job, in life, in health, moment by moment, what can you focus on in this moment that is right in front of you? It's the only thing that's real. The now is the only thing that's real. How can you bring through more joy, more excitement, more like gut yes? What I mean is like when you get a yes within your gut, especially if you're a generator in human design, just take things moment by moment and let go of attachment and just try to be with all of it as you would in meditation. Try to be that in your day to day. All right, if you want to leave a comment, if you don't know what to say Roto, you are the best baby horse. You're so sweet. Such a good boy. Okay, see you tomorrow.